Well, we're here now with Christy Jones, and Christy, you guys got back from a long road trip, got right back in it with some really exciting games over the weekend against Maryland. You had that winning hit in the first game, and just what does that say about the makeup of your team that you guys were able to come back down 6-0 there in the fourth inning, didn't have a hit yet, but still were able to come back and win?
Well, I think just with the hitters on this team, that even though we were down 6-0 and could have easily given up, we had the confidence and knew that our barrels were going to come through. And I feel like just everyone did things perfectly, like, when it needed to be done. Perk kept sending people when, a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, is this person going to be out? And they were safe. So Perk was really aggressive, just on some great plays. And then Kristen's squeeze bunt was awesome. I thought that really caught the infield off guard and really, scored the runner, and then that tied up the game, and then just kept doing things right, and I just laid down a slap and the runner scored, and that was it.
Well, what was your mindset going up there? As you said, Kristen Atkins had just done that squeeze, was able to tie the game. You on the first pitch chopped one right over the third baseman's head. Did you go up there with that mindset knowing that, maybe the left side of the infield was still a little bit rattled after what just happened and we're trying to take advantage early on in the at-bat?
Well, I definitely knew that all I had to do was put the ball down on the ground and run and get safe, because they were worried about me and not the runner at third. And yeah, they were definitely shooken up after that squeeze play. And so I just wanted to be up there and aggressive and just get it done real quick.
Well, you guys came back from that long road trip, North Carolina and Texas, something that not a lot of softball teams experience, that multi-city road trip where, you guys spend 6 days in 3 different hotels, almost like a Major League Baseball team. And, just talk about that trip a little bit. And, do you think the team came together a lot? And, what a trip during the middle of the season like that means to the team?
It was a lot of fun. It's nice to get away from Tech, especially for the spring break. We're not sitting around here. We actually get to go out and see different cities, different teams. In North Carolina, we had it was mostly business there. We needed to take care of some stuff, but in the airport on our way to Houston, we were playing hacky sack in the airport, just having a good time. And then once we got in Texas, we were able to go see a movie on Monday, and we went to a few restaurants that we've never been to, and just had a lot of fun and team bonding, just being in the hotel and on the bus.
Well, you guys are in a unique part of the schedule now. You're in this 12-game homestand. 2 more makeup games just added today at the end of that homestand. But, you've got some really big, midweek games coming up with Georgia a couple times and Alabama, and then, trips to Florida State and NC State at the end of the year. And, just what is the team looking like now as you head towards, really, believe it or not, the, second half of the season?
Well, this week being off from midweek games, we need to take advantage of the rest we have and the practices that we can get in. That's what we're doing today. We're going to get out here and we're going to bust it hard today. And then with our midweek games, playing Georgia is always fun. It's a rival. We'll have lots of fans out here, as I'm sure they'll have lots of fans when we go to Georgia. And, although both teams, Georgia and Alabama, are both ranked, so they're very important games as well. They're fun, but they're very important.
Well, first things first, you've got Virginia Tech this weekend, and, games last year that you guys won game 1 pretty handily, but, games 2 and 3 of that series were real nail-biters. That second game was a wild back and forth and extra innings, and then, game 3 of that series you guys lost on a, last inning hit. Just what is the team attitude heading into this weekend? You said you're working on a lot of things during practice this week as the Hokies come in here and, you really try to increase the lead in the standings there in the ACC.
Well, I think what we've been doing is jumping on teams early, except for the last game, but jumping on teams early in the first few innings has been our thing. But we need to keep going and keep producing runs, later in the innings, and just not let the teams hang around. And we just need to execute as a team all 7 innings.
How important is it to retain home field advantage here, where you've got, the way the schedule shakes out? One year you're going to have 4 series at home, one year you're going to have 3. This is the year you have 4. So, you've got Virginia Tech in this weekend, you've got Virginia coming in next weekend, who's in first place right now. Just how important is it to control your home field?
It's very important. We know the field because we practice on it, but also just being here and not having to travel is a real advantage too, and having all of our fans come out. And there's just a sense of wanting to play harder and just to show out on your own field for all the fans.
Well, thank you very much, Christy, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.